Hello friends, welcome to Abhiyanvi tutorials. So today in this video we will see how to solve this question paper for Python Essentials 1 summary test. So I completed module 1, 2, 3, 4. So this test is for all modules including. Okay, so let's start. So accept the code of honor. Then this contains 35 questions and 35 points, 35 marks. Okay, the passing score is 70%. Time limit is 45 minutes. Okay, so let's start. Okay, input two numbers is supplying. Okay, y equal to input and x equal to input. Okay, so first is supplying y. Okay, this is a tricky question. Everybody will think that first we will supply x, but here y is supplying y first. Is giving y. So y equal to 3, x equal to 6. So here these are nothing is mentioned int or float. So these are two strings. Okay. So two strings concatenation is 6 3. Okay. So this is the answer. So to the next one. Okay. So here empty dictionary. Okay. So uh, for X in dictionary keys, what are the keys guys here? 1 and 2 are the keys, right? So for X in dictionary keys, dictionary X of 1 means here dictionary first one will be X. Okay, first one will be what? First key is 1, right? 1 again 1. Okay, so this is nothing but 1 comma 2. So 1 comma 2 of 1 means it is 2. Okay, similarly second one dict 2 of 1. So that is nothing but 2 comma 1 of 1 means we'll get 1. Okay, so the answer is 2 1. Okay guys, not this one, this is a tuple, just 2 1. Okay, so next one. So here if the even number, then return 1, else return 2. Okay, so first it will uh, fun 2 means what? Fun of fun 2. Fun 2 means it will return 1, right? Because it's a even number. Remainder will be 0 when you divide it by 2. Okay, so fun of 1. So fun of 1 means what? 2. So answer is 2. Okay, so let's put this answer. Go to the next one. So ABC separator is sub. Okay, so A sub B sub C. Okay, so this is the answer. It's quite straightforward and simple. Okay, here what is the output of the this code? Okay, so if you take this, okay, so x equal to 1 double slash 5 plus 1 by 5. So 1 double slash 5 means what happens guys? This is point 2. Okay, this is point 2. Okay, but here we will get only integer, right? So that is nothing but this is 0. Okay, so 0 plus point 2 is how much? Point 2. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, go to the next one. So here is giving the print hello world, but it is not in the string. That's why we'll get syntax error. Okay, syntax exception. Next one. Okay, so this is bit tricky. So here tuple 1 2 4 8. So next here this will become what guys? Tuple -2 -1. Okay. So it will be nothing but -2 to -2. Right. So 1 less than -1 is -2, right? So -2 colon -2. Okay. Top of -2 colon -2. It is nothing but 4. One element 4. Okay. This one. Right. Top means with comma. Okay. Then again top equal to top -1 means the last element is nothing but single element. That is the last element. So it will be 4. So the answer is 4 here. Okay. This is the answer. Go to the next one. So here is telling for x in dd dot values, vals not values. So there is no function called vals for a dictionary. dd is a dictionary, so he is using vals, but there is no vals function in the function for the dictionary. Okay, so we have function called values. Okay, values. So values is there, this is there, but vals is not there. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Because the code is erroneous, the list object has no vals method. Okay, so this is the answer. Go to the next one. So here bit tricky one. Okay, so x is supplying the int. Okay, so what is x here? X equal to int of input. So is giving first 3. Okay, so next is 2. So here it will become x equal to x percentage y means what? 3 percentage 2 equal to 2 1 are 2, so remainder will be 1. Okay, then x equal to x, here x became 1, so 1 percentage y is 2. So here two zeros are 0, so remainder will be 1. Okay, then finally y equal to y percentage x. What is the y guys? 2, right? Percentage x means 1. So 2, 1, 2 are 2, so remainder will be 0. So y will be 0 here. Okay, so put 0. Go to the next one. Yeah, here if you see it is returning none, function 1. So function 1 is used inside the function 2. So function 2 of 2. Okay, means function 1 of 2 and function 1 of 2. So function 1 of is returning none. Okay, so none into none. There is no multiplication with nones, right? None into none, you can't do it. So it's a runtime error. Okay, so it's a bit tricky one. So function a comma b exponential a, b power a. Okay, so function b equal to 2 comma 2. That means what guys? He is supplying with the positional arguments b, he is supplying b here too. Again he is supplying b equal to 2. Okay, he is not supplying a. Okay, so that is the error, right? He is supplying b 2 times, so which is not correct. So this will throw the error, so it's erroneous. Okay, let's go to the next one. Yeah, this is entering 0 for input function, and what is the output is asking. Okay, it's a try exception block. Okay, so if you see here, uh, 0 is entering, so value will be here, value will be 0 integer. Okay, So print, sorry, zero string here, right? So value equal to input zero string, right? Value equal to zero we are entering, but it will take as a string, right? So this is a string. So print int value. Int value means it is converted into the value. So it will become 0. It is converted as an integer, so it is becoming 0. And the length of value is 1. So 0 by 1 equal to 0. Okay. So it's a division, always will return a float value. So this is the correct one. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Yeah. So 2 and 4 supplied here for float inputs. What is the value is asking? Let's see this. So here x equal to float of input. That means 2.0, y equal to 4.0. Okay. So print y star star 1 by x means y star star 1 by x means 1 by 2.0. That is zero point 0.5. Zero point 0.5 means nothing but root of y. Okay. So root of y 4.0 equal to 2.0, right? So this is the answer. Let's go to the next one. So here is using the recurring function. Okay. So function 0 comma 3. So initially it is 0 comma 3. So function 0 comma 3 means what happens, guys? Function 0 comma 3 means it will return x is not equal to y. So it will return function x comma y minus 2. So function x is how much? 0, y minus 2 means 2. Okay. So again it will work, right? So again it will return function 0 comma 1 because x is not equal to y. Again x is not equal to y, so it will return function 0 comma 0. So function 0 comma 0 means x equal to y, thus it will return x. So that is nothing but 0. Output is 0. Okay. So this is the answer. Okay. The next one is a while loop here. Let's try to understand this while loop. So I equal to 0, I less than I plus 2 means 0 less than 2. So I equal to I plus 1 means I become 1, and again is printed star here once. So I became 1, right? So 1 less than 1 plus 2. So 1 less than 3. So always it will go to the infinite loop because I is less than I plus 2 always, because we are increasing the value here, right? So always it will go in an infinite loop and it will printing a star per line. Okay, so this is the answer, right? Let's go to the next one. What is the expected behavior of the following program? Okay, so here is a bit catchy, tricky here. So it is a tuple 1, 2, 3. So foo dot index 0 means we have to understand first what index function will do. So index function will return the index of the element of the tuple. Okay, but there is no 0 element in the tuple. Tuple is having 1, 2, 3, but 0 is not inside the tuple. But we are asking the index of 0, so which will cause a value error and exception. Okay, guys. So this is the answer. Okay, so next, not equal to in Python is this one. It's a very straightforward and simple. Which of the following snippets shows the correct way of handling multiple exceptions in a single except clause? So except should have this colon, right? So here colon is there, here colon is there. Okay, right? But here colon is here. So here it is, there is no colon, colon is here. So correct one is this one, guys. Okay, except this one. All exceptions should be in the tuple, then we have to give the colon. Okay, so this is the correct format. Okay, so what is the output of the piece of code here? Okay, x equal to 1, y equal to 2. So here what happens? X comma y comma z equal to 1 comma 1 comma 2, and z comma y comma z equal to x. X is 1, right? So x is 1, y equal to 1 again. So z equal to 2, right? So what happened, guys, here? Finally x equal to 1. This x is 1 here, but y z are here. Okay, y equal to 1, z equal to 2. So the answer is 1, 1, 2, right? Correct, guys. Here is a little bit catchy. X, Y, Z, right? So 1, 1, 2. So Z, Y, Z equal to X. X equal to 1. Okay, Y equal to 1. And Z. Z is how much from above? 2, right? So this is correct. So X1, Y1, Z. So 1, 1, 2. Okay. So what is the next one? So this always you have to remember whenever this multiple and or conditions are given, the priority is like first it will be not, okay, then we have to do, and finally we have to go for or. Okay, so there is no not here, so and is there, or is there, again and is there. So first we have to do and. Okay, so first we have to do and, that means this one we have to do first, again this and we have to do, then this or we have to do, right? This or we have to do. Okay, so let's see that. So first one is what, guys? Y less than z, y less than z is a false, and z greater than y, z greater than y also false. Okay, or y greater than z, true, and y less than z, sorry, z less than y, true. Okay, so false and false will be false, or true and true will be true. So finally we will get true here. So it's our condition. So false, true come, false and true, or will give true. Okay, so this is the answer, right? Let's go to the next one. Yeah, so this one, if you see, out only is applied. Okay, but there is a default parameter, that is int equal to 2, input equal to 2. So it will become 2 and 2, right? So this is out 3 is replaced by out equal to 2, but nothing is given for first argument. It's a default one. Okay, so this is nothing but fun int 2 comma out equal to 2. So 2 into 2. means 4 it will return. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So here it's a very bit tricky one. So we have to understand how this index works, negative index works. Okay. So if you take the negative index, okay, -1 is telling insert -1 my list of v. Okay. So here v is nothing but v in the range 2 means v in 0, comma 1. Okay, 2 times. Before that, we have to understand how this -1 works. So -1 indexes will work negative side like this. Okay, 0, here -1, here -2, here -3, like that it will go if you negative. If you take positive, it will go like this 0, 1, 2, 3, right? This direction, left to right. So right to left, it will go 0, -1, -2, -3. Okay. So here my list dot insert -1 my list of v is 0, my list of 0 is 1. Okay. So here my numbers are like this. Okay. At -1 position 0 is inserted. That means what happens, guys? 1, 0, 2. Uh, v of 0, sorry. V of 0 means how much? 1. V of my list of 0 means 1, right? So 1, 1, 2. So now the list is 1, 1, 2. Okay. So again, V of 1. V of 1 means how much here? 0, 1. Again 1 at the -1 position. So 1, 1, 1, 2. Right? So this is the answer. The third one, right? So this is the answer. Let's go to the next one. So tuples are immutable ones. We're adding two elements of the tuple and replacing the other elements, so which is not possible. So it's illegal because tuples are immutable. You cannot change the value of element. Okay, so it is illegal, right? Let's go to the next one. What is the result of this division? Okay, so 1 double slash 2 means we'll get 0.5 integer. So it is integer means 0. Decimal part is cut off, omitted. Only the integer part will come. So it will become 0. Okay. So whenever decimal is there, it will convert it to, it will go to the next lowest integer, that is 0. Okay. Less than that decimal. Next lowest, next integer which is less than the decimal, that is nothing but 0. Okay, so this is equal to 0. Okay, so what is the meaning of positional argument determined by the position within the arguments list? Okay, and nums 1, 2, 3, nums equal to values, so both are pointing to the same location in the memory. So vals and nums both are same list it is representing. Only names are assigned, but values content will be 1, 2, 3. So two answers we have to select. So nums and or different list is wrong. Vals is longer than nums wrong. Has the same length as vals true. Nums and vals are two different names of the same list. Okay, values contents are same because vals and nums will point to the same memory location in the memory. Okay. So here is a bit tricky one. Okay. So once a try and exceptions are given, then we'll go what is happening to the code and what will go to the exception. But we have to understand how he is giving. He is using the break keyword here without any loop, like while, for, Okay, for loop, while loop. So there is no loop, but he is using the break here, which is a error. Okay, that is nothing but, okay, this is error. Too bad is not printed. Zero division also not printed because it's error, right? Okay, so value error it is. Okay, program will cause a value error exception and output a default error message. Okay, so we are using the break, so which is not correct. Okay, the program will raise exception handled by the first one. The program will cause a syntax exception. Okay, so here we'll get the syntax error exception because there is no loop by which we are using the break, right? So it's a syntax error. Okay, so this is the answer. So this is the interesting one. So here this will be a equal to 1, b equal to 0. So here what happens guys, here a equal to, okay, so here a equal to a exponent, a exclusive or b, right? So 1 cap p is 0, exclusive or means 1 here. Again b, a is 1 here, so a cap b means 0, again exclusive or, so 1 here. So again a equal to a is 1, cap b is 1, so 1 1 will be 0 because it's a exclusive or. Okay, so print a comma b is 0 comma 1. Okay, so this is the answer, 0 1, right? This one. Okay, so x star x. Okay, x star x for x in the range 5. Okay, x in the range 5 means what guys? Range 5 is, okay, 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so x power x, x into x for x in the range 0 1 2 3 4 means what is my list here? My list will be 0 1 4 9 16. Okay, so what is doing, my list is applying to the function. Okay, and deleting list of 2. Okay, list of 2 means delete list of 2 means how much guys? 0 1 2, right? 0 1 2 means 4. Okay, so delete list of 4 means 0 0 1 2 3 4, so 16 is removed. Okay, so remaining things are 0 1 4 comma 9. Okay, so this is the, uh, okay, 16 is removed, so 0 1 4 9, right? So this is the answer. Let's go to the next one. Which of the following lines correctly invoke the function defined? Select two answers. Okay, so C is default one, so no need to supply. A and B we can supply, it will work. So this is the correct one. B equal to 1, but we have to supply A also, right? So A is not giving, so this is wrong. So fun is wrong because arguments we have to give A and B. So this is correct. 0 1 2. Okay, three arguments are there, three are supplied here. So these two are correct. Take a look at the snippet, choose the true statement. Okay, so nums 1, 2, 3 value equal to nums pointed to the same location and values is deleted. So nums also deleted. Both are having empty list. Both are empty list. So nums and longer than vals false. Cause runtime is uh, false. Nums and vals have the same length is true. Okay. False is longer than nums is false. So nums and values are same length is true, which are blank, empty list because we are deleting here. So in the memory location, nums also deleted. Okay. So those are same length with the empty. Or the following variables illegal and cause the syntax error exceptions. So in keyword and for keyword, we cannot use these keywords for variables. So this will return error. Okay. Okay, so here bit interesting one, tricky one. Okay, so here first what happens guys, here v equal to dct of 3. Dct of 3 means 1. Okay, v become 1. So k in the range of length of dictionary. Length of the dictionary is 2. In the range 3 means, sorry, length of the dictionary is 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So k in the range 3 means 0, 1, 2. K values are 0, 1, 2. Okay, 3 times it will operate. So V equal to DCT first time V. V means 1 here. Okay, DCT 1 means what happens? 3. Okay, we have 3. This one. DCT 1 means, sorry, 2. Okay, this is not correct. This is 2. Okay, DCT 1 is 2. Right? So V of again second time DCT2. So DCT2 means what guys? 3. Okay. So third time what happens? V equal to DCT3. Okay. DCT3 is nothing but 1. Okay. So 1 is the answer here. How many hashes this will print? Following snippet will print to the console. Okay. This is also bit tricky one. So we have to populate list here. So list will be what guys? So x for x in the range 3 means 0, 1, 2. Okay, so what happens the list? 0, 1, 2. Again y in the range 3. So this will be 3 times. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Okay. So here R012, C012. Okay, and RC. Okay. So what happens if, how we can form the for loop here? 0, 0, 0 of R is 0. Then C will go from 0, 1, 2. Okay. And R is here 1. Again C 0, 1, 2. R is 2. Again C 0, 1, 2. Okay. So whenever it is a even number, okay, not equal to 0 mod percentage 2 means it's a not equal to even number. That means whenever it's a odd number, then it will print ash. Okay. So which are odd numbers guys here? 0, this is 0, 1. 0, 1 means 1. This is odd, this is odd, this is odd. That means 0, 1, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 1. So 3 times it will print. Okay. This one. Okay guys, hope you understood this. Let's go to the next one. I in range minus 1 comma 2. So here what is happening? Starting index minus 1 is greater than minus 2. So it won't form any range. So list will contain zero elements. Okay, this is the answer. Okay. Okay, so let's submit our answers and see. I completed 35 before 10 minutes only. So let's see the answers. All answers are filled up. See the marks. Very good. 35 out of 35. Okay, guys. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel Abhiyani Tutorials for more such amazing Python certification videos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.